Hi everybody, my name is Kelsey Smith and this is my pitch for my brand new idea, Morganizer. I had thought of this idea in class because the day that this assignment was due in entrepreneurship, I had just missed a really big assignment in another class due to schedule changes because of a hurricane that had just happened. It really affected my grade for an assignment that was really easy and I absolutely could have done, and I just didn't because I didn't know it would be due. So I asked around, and a lot of people have had this problem as well. So I looked online to see if there was any alternatives, and I couldn't really find anything that suited my needs as well as Morganizer does. As a full-time employee as well as a full-time student, it can get really hard to juggle everything at once, and so that's where I thought this could come in handy. So this chart shows all the features of the app. It will organize all of your assignments for you. It'll notify you the day of something being due. You can customize it to notify you days before, hours before, the day of, or however long you feel necessary. You can also prioritize classes or certain assignments like tests over homework assignments or test over projects. And in the end, I think it'll really save a lot of students' time. You can spend more time learning and practicing your knowledge and less time preparing for it. Up until now, I have used usually physical planners as well as just checking web courses extremely frequently. But after doing that every single day, multiple times a day, it starts to feel like I'm spending a lot more time preparing and looking up which assignments are due instead of actually doing the assignments that I need to do. Many fellow students that I've talked to also have multiple different web-based learning systems, Pearson, web courses. There's a bunch of different kinds, and when you have to check all of them all the time, it becomes a lot to handle. I believe our service would be well suited for middle school, high school, and college level students. As you can see in this chart, I have included the revenue from educational support services, as well as the revenue from educational support services that are 100% online. A large proportion of this market is taken by users of Chegg or Quizlet, things that I think run very close to what our market segment would be. Another very large segment of this market is held by Pearson, Cengage, and all of those other third-party web-based educational services, which shows just how many people could be reached in this market with our product. This chart is showing the current alternatives. We have Morganizer on top, which is my pitch. We also have Smartsheet. While I was researching this product, I could only find one other online planner / organizer. However, Smartsheet is completely dedicated to businesses. You are still required to input all the information yourself. And because it is marketed toward businesses, the price is reflective of how many people within the business will be using the product, which makes it very unreliable for students and almost impossible for us to get an exact price on one person. And while a planner is student-based, it can't alert you. You also cannot customize it, and you have to manually input all that information yourself, which is the main frustration with our customer base. So my main vision for the company would be to outsource it to universities, middle schools, high schools, or even to Pearson, Cengage, and the web-based learning systems themselves. The goal is to reach as many students as possible to make the most positive change on student learning that we can. I appreciate the time, and thank you so much for watching.